So next prakriti is called space or emptiness. Okay. So let me show you something. So are you able to see this? Okay. Now what are you able to see? A circle. What are you able to see? A line. What are you able to see? Vertical. What are you able to see? Horizontal. What is cross mark? There's only one point of light. Nothing else is there. Movement of this point is giving illusion of circle, cross, line, everything. There's no circle, there's no cross, there's no line. Then what exactly is there here? Where is this moving? Where is the light moving? The light is moving in emptiness, space. Emptiness is moving. One point is moving and giving illusion of presence of something. What is emptiness? Absence of anything. Absence of something. The presence and absence are giving illusion of the world. Just presence can't give. Absence and presence together should give. Absence and presence are connected dualities. Right? So, is this much understood clearly? Now let us go understand next.
It's something like closing of the eyes and opening of the eyes.
Closing of the eyes and opening. Understand? So, right now, entire world is made up of atoms and molecules. 99.99999% of the entire universe is empty. Okay. 0.00001% only is made up of small particles. Everything is space or emptiness. Nothingness. We are made up of nothingness. Nothing means no, nothing is there. It's empty. Then what appears as solid? The whole thing solid. The movement of point. That point is called electron, subatomic particle, whatever you call it. That movement is giving illusion of presence of some solid world, solid reality. So, that point and space are connected duality. The point and space are connected dualities. Correct? You cannot define a point without space. You cannot define a space without a point. Can you find a space? A point is required to say there is space. A reference point is required. Correct? And what is the definition of point in algebra? Geometry? What is the definition of a point in geometry? The point has no dimensions. And the point which has no dimensions, Vedanta is called Brahman. That is the point. So that's why Vedanta, the Jiva, Shiva and Shakti meet at Bindu. Bindu is a point. A definition of point is no dimension. The dimensional point is Bindu. It's not Bindu, it's Sindhu. It's infinity, ocean.
Dimensionless point is
if there's no, see, Shiva and Shakti in yogic terminology meet at Brahmananda, Sahasrara. So that is a point. Okay. The definition of point is in algebra, in geometry, a point is a dimensionless entity. No length, no breadth, no height, no weight. Such a dimensional thing is called point in geometry. But you put a dot there and say it's point, but the dot is not the point. The dot is pointer to point, which is not there. So geometry is only speaking of Brahman. You know that? So, geometry says, geometry starts with the definition of point. And the definition of point is at dimensionless. No height, no length, no breadth is called point. That means there's nothing called point. Okay?
Yes.
Then it's
Yes, there is something.
so then they says points put together becomes a line. That means there's no line. Did you know that geometry is only speaking of Vedanta? Then he put circle like this, like this, like this, and said trigonometry. This is a sector hexagon. All these things, shapes are appearing because of a point which doesn't exist.
Just remember the engineering drawing. We start from point, position of point.
Position of point. So the point. Did you know that geometry is only speaking of Brahman? There's no geometry without defining a point. Geometry starts with a point. Put a point, and this point. Then what is the definition of point? No length, no breadth, no height. Means that point is not there. So it means that's a Brahman only. So that's how in yogic terminology they say, okay, all energies will come to Sahasrara. There's a point called Brahmarandra. Brahmarandra is a point where Shiva and Shakti become one, and it's called Bindu. Okay, Bindu means what? It's a point. Point has no dimension. That means it doesn't exist in the physical space at all. So now is it infinite or finite? It's infinite. That's why Bindu is Sindhu. Sindhu means ocean. It's infinite. So that's from that world, all of us are called Hindus. Hindus came from not because Sindhu River. All the points in India, all the people in India, they realize their points, dimensionless points. It's called Brahman. So all of Indians realize they are Brahmans. So that, and they enjoyed that bliss. That's why it's called Bharata. Bharata means they enjoyed the bliss of Brahman all the time. And from other people point of view, Bindu means individual, has become Sindhu, realizing Brahman. That's why all realized people lived in India. They were called Sindhu Desha. That's why it became Hindustan. This is too complicated. All you people have taught wrong history. We are called Hindustan because Persians called us Hindustan. We live beyond Sindhu River. It's not because we are we are the Hindus. Those who are Sindhus are called Hindus. Hindus means oceanic. False history. Okay. So we started the point. Now, what is the point of the point? I am going to tell you. So entire universe is nothing but point and space. Is this clear to you? So if you bring your attention, observation to point and space, then you are very close to Brahman. Right? Otherwise, you'll be confused with Maya. This point has moved so many places. You have become so much of a clutter is there. If you catch hold of a point, then what is there is space. Then point and space is the closest to Brahman, straight.
Prabhuji, Bindu also represents 360 degree, which
No,
is
circle. Circle represents 360 degree.
yeah.
Vratta.
No, Bindu at the lowest level represents 360 degree.
No, it doesn't represent. Bindu definition or point definition, if geometry, if you go, dimensionless point.
Okay, okay,
Actually, there's no such thing called point in geometry.
okay.
The point in geometry is dimensionless. The points joined together become circle called vratta.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, geometry is science of Vedanta. So now let us look at this picture. Okay. There's a point in space. Okay. And around that, what is there? Infinite space. And what is there? Eliminating the point in space, the connected duality point in space, Brahman is there. So the entire Maya, if you are able to reduce to point, entire Maya, if you are able to reduce to point and space, Brahman is not far behind. So that's where the Sanatan, they give so many techniques, and people confuse the techniques, you don't understand the reality. So what is, sorry. So very close to Brahman you can go, just going to a point and space. So one way of going to the point and space is observe your body. This is what Vipassana is all about. Okay. Observe your body, observe your breath, bring it to a point. That's all. So the point is appearing and disappearing. The point disappears, point appears, it appears in space. Point disappears, Brahman is only there.
Yeah. When you bring everything into awareness, then there's nothing to be there. It's a total blank only.
This is what I'm saying. It's not blankness. That's what I'm trying to do. So this way, the blankness, your concept of blankness is coming from yogic methodology. Jnana methodology is not like that. So Jnana, everything you bring to a point. Okay. And the point is appearing in space. Become aware of space and point. One who is aware of space and point is called Brahman. I'll make you do it now. I'll make you do it. Right? It's a practical session. First, understand the theory. Bring to a point and be aware that infinite space is there and the point is there. Only two things are there. Connected duality, point and space. Now just observe the point carefully. The point is appearing and disappearing because the point has no real existence. There is no point in the universe. Point is mithya. It is appearing and disappearing. When it disappears, only space is there. The space is Brahman. So simple. Catch Brahman by point. I'll teach you how to do it. Very simple. So let us go for a meditation. So anybody has a question so far? So let us do a small practice. Okay.